Da 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 da. The intro's too long. All right. It's time for little baby kitten time. They'll give you a thrill. Oh, what a thrill! Oh, now, see, it was a great song. Well, that's why, John. I can't. Don't think that for 1 second I'm gonna have this camera ready every minute. Even if I asked you to do that, I have 3 cameras available to me. They are not all in my hand at the same time. All right, do you want to scrap this film? Do you want to scrap this film? Nope. It's time for little baby kitten time. They give me a thrill. Oh, they have such strong will. I had really good words before. These are not good words, yeah. Well, but do the melody. I forgot the melody already. Yeah. It's a really hard melody. All right. It's time for little baby kitten time. Roll up your sleeves. They're chewing on leaves. I don't know. They're in the other room doing all kinds of things. That's great, right? Yeah. They woke me up last night because Stella was trapped under her sleeping box. It's like ridiculous. And Gladys was screaming in terror for her sister's health and welfare. And I couldn't reach it was like in the bathroom, so I had to get up and I had to put together my like curtain rod thing so that I could reach into the bathroom. And here's what I want to talk about. All right, because you really can't walk, right? Right, I can't walk. I mean, I try. You're getting better, but you still can't, without the assist, you can't stand. You can't. I can't stand it. What are we talking about? Well, what would have happened if, like, say, I don't want to scare you, but the baby was in real danger and they're screaming. Do you know, it crossed my mind that I would probably jump up and fall down on my face, right? But I would make the effort to jump up and do it. But that wasn't the case. She was just trapped under a little box, and I suspect Stella could have popped out from underneath that box, and she was just fucking with her sister. But yeah, that's exactly what was happening there. But also, she still hadn't figured out how to get out. But she wasn't dying of asphyxiation. There was plenty of air in it. Right. So I think you would have jumped up if there was any real danger. You just got up to help them because Gladys was crying and you felt sad for Gladys. Right, I did. I felt really sad. She was really upset that her sister was under this box. And you could see she was really scared and worried. Mm-hmm. And when I pulled the box off of Stella, Gladys was like overjoyed and hugging her and kissing her and just like, it was very touching. These animals, they break your heart, and their love for each other and their devotion at that age, it's just like, yeah. All right. I personally think you did great. You got up out of a sound, not really a sound sleep, but a state of you had enough for the day, and you were really struggling with the lupus flare, and yeah, I had a bad end of the day flare. I think it was brought on by the computer light, and yeah, I think it's good to stay off the computer as much as possible today, and maybe for the weekend. What do you think? I'll do it. We're reading a good book by Tatum O'Neill's autobiography, so we'll do that. It's time for little baby kitten time. Hi, Johnny. Hey, sweetheart. Squeezing my hand. Why don't you squeeze my hand? I do squeeze your hand a lot, but do you want me to squeeze it all day? I like when you squeeze my hand. It surprises me. I almost just dropped this computer on my head. Oh God. All right, so reading today and art projects and conceptualizations and meditation, prayer. Does pain, you're asking the question, does pain come with the twin flame experience? Pain comes with the life experience. And the twin flame period of reconnection and of relationship is no exception. There's going to be pain during every aspect of life, but with the twin flame, I really feel like I can lean on you a lot, and you take on your empathy for everything that I'm going through is so real. I feel you going through it with me. I never feel alone, and I have felt alone in my life. When Christopher was diagnosed with cancer, I was on my way to really not being able to walk at that point, but that was like, in 2011. And after I had come out of the hospital after being told that he had stage 4 cancer and was probably not going to make it, I was all alone. Nobody ever came with me to the hospital. Nobody in either family, either my parents or Christopher's parents, they left me all alone during that time in my life. I had a couple of friends I could talk to on the phone, but not really. Everyone was very uncomfortable about what I was going through. It was devastating. I had no support system. My animals were my support system. And when I was leaving the hospital, I was in such a state that I was going to lose my husband, my only real friend in the world. And in the middle of a busy intersection on Flushing and Main Street, right by the big New York hospital, outside the hospital, I was using a leg scooter to get around. And I fell in the middle of the intersection in a pothole. And I broke my shoulder. And a woman came running. A couple of women, I think. And they tried to help me. And I just got up. And I said, no one can help me. No one can help me. That's what I said to them. No one can help me. They said, let me help you. And I said, no one can help me. And I knew that my shoulder was really bad. I didn't know it was badly broken. And I never had it treated. It's been broken ever since. And I got up and I walked my scooter to the parking lot that was across the street. And I was limping. And I was bleeding. And my husband had cancer. And I made it to my car, and I dropped my keys several times. And I was hysterical. And it was hot out. And the sun was hurting my head. And I thought, I'm going to die right now. I'll die. But I can't, because who will be with Christopher when he dies? And I made it into my car. And I sat in a state of shock, crying, alone. And the parking attendant came over. An Indian guy. Maybe Pakistani, I don't know. And he said, what's wrong with you? What's wrong? You're a strong woman. Look at you. What's wrong? And I said, my husband is dying. And I want to die too. And I just fell. And I hurt. And he said, the God is with you. Don't give up. It's going to be all right. God is with you. And I still felt alone for the longest time. Talking to doctors every day, traversing to the hospital every day, walking my dog every day with his broken leg, and then having to take care of all the other animals, and then leaving them alone and going to the hospital because I had no one offered to help me with my animals. No one could help me with Herman. They wouldn't even offer that. My big dog, nobody offered to help me at all. I was alone. With an undiagnosed broken shoulder and a shattered leg. And a dying husband. And a dog with a shattered leg. And 2 cats who were very sad for Mommy. And right after all that happened, John came. And I was not alone anymore. And then God and Mother appeared. And I was not alone anymore. And then everyone appeared. And I was never alone, but I just never knew it. And then Chris got better. And now I get better.